Hey you guys, so I just wanted to say I originally got this idea from a couple of Minecraft YouTubers that I first saw on YouTube, and I take big inspiration from them, as you can see. And I just wanted to say that this series will be ongoing for some time. I do have more ideas planned for you guys as well, and those ideas are such as RL Craft, and I also plan to also get into some servers, and I also have lots and lots more ideas for you guys. I also wanted to say, if you guys have any ideas, please let me know down in the comments below, and if you can honestly help me out in this series, because honestly I don't know much about CobbleMon or Pokemon in general, but I did this series just as a fun idea for you guys and a fun idea for myself. But if you can, please help me out in the comments, and if you have any more ideas or any challenges or anything at all, please let me know in the comments below. So I just wanted to say that, and yes, this series will be ongoing for quite some time, because I want to be able to at least fill out my Pokédex, and I want to be able to get all of my Pokemon, or at least my Pokemon that are on my team, to level 100, all of them. So yes, and without further ado, let the video start. So I loaded into the world and I picked my starter Pokemon. I was first confused with what region I would wanted to go with. I was contemplating between a Froakie or a Charmander, and ultimately I decided to go with Charmander. I then got to doing what every Minecraft player does, punching trees with your bare fist, and I got my tools. These tools consisted of a pickaxe and an axe. And that is when I came across my first battle. It was a level 12 Pokemon. And this is when Charmander's rage started, and he destroyed this Pokemon effortlessly. After that battle with the level 12 Pokemon, I then set my sights on settling. This is where I decided to settle in a village, preferably one with a healing station, so I can build up from the bottom up. And me and my Charmander, we had a lot of traveling to do. One time I decided to upgrade my tools and to also get some better ores, so I can have the required resources to build up the PC when I have settled. After that little mining trip, me and Charmander were back on the road traveling, and we had some battles along the way. And this is when I found me and Charmander's forever home. This is where we would grow together and journey together. I was mainly looking for the healing station in this village, and I sure enough found it. You can identify these buildings with the logo at the front of the house. It is red or sometimes in different colors, but this is the logo right here, as you can see. I first looted all of the chests in the house, and then I wanted to combine one of the chests with the next chest downstairs. And that is exactly what I do. I then stored all of the loot I got from both of the chests into the one very big chest. I then realized I had some EXP candies for Charmander, so I fed him some so he could level up. I then realized I had a lot of apricorn seeds, so I just decided to do some farming with them, just planting around so I can have some apricorns so I can make some Pokeballs. I then wanted to make a small mining area so I can find more resources to get the loot that I need to build the PC. As you can see, Charmander proved to be a lot of help during these mining expeditions because he was practically a glorified torch. And when my pickaxe broke, I decided to head back up. I then realized to make the PC it consisted of 4 iron ingots, 2 copper ingots, and 2 smooth stone with a glass at the top. And that is what I set my goals on. This is when I realized I had actually passed a village on my journey here. So I decided one time while looking for the resources, I would get some loot from this village, and that is what I did. Along the way, I decided to put the spark back into Charmander's rage, and he demolished everything along the way. Charmander was growing and at a fast rate. This is when I realized he can evolve into Charmeleon, and that happened. I took out some of his old moves for some new moves, and this is when I decided that I wanted him to be mainly a dragon type. We then tested out some of his new moves on various Pokemon. And then after that, we booked it straight to the mini mart inside of the new village that we explored. After Charmander had evolved into Charmeleon,
Charmeleon was feeling more ambitious, more rageful, more deadly. This rage has taken control over him. The whole entire night on the journey way back to home, he took out his rage on every single opponent we came across. Foe after foe, enemy after enemy, he took out every single one. It didn't matter of the level, of the nature, of the species. He took out every single one of them. I almost felt sorry for all of them, but eventually this rage would have caught up to Charmeleon in the future. And when we got home, I decided to take a rest for the night. All that carnage and pain that Charmeleon had caused left me thinking. When I had woken up, I decided to collect some sand for the PC project. And while I was doing this, Charmeleon decided to take on a couple of opponents. When I had got home, I got straight to smelting down the sand into the glass. After smelting down the glass, we then smelted down the cobblestone into the smooth stone. Okay, so at this point, my recording had corrupted, and I'll just break down what exactly happened. Okay, so firstly, I had built the PC and placed it next to the healing machine. After that, I had made some azure balls with the apricorns that I had harvested from the trees. Then Charmeleon's raging ego had caught up to him. When we had came across a level 42 Tauros, and it ended up two-shotting Charmeleon. This is when he had realized he couldn't do things on his own with that rage, and we ended up going against a formidable foe. It was a Fidough that was level 31, while Charmeleon was level 28. He had lost again, calming down his ego even more. I then took him to the healing machine, and we fought the Fidough again, this time capturing it with the Azure balls I had made, making the Fidough the second Pokemon on my team. After capturing the Fidough, I realized I can evolve it, so I did just that. After evolving the Fidough, it turned into a Dachshund. I had then switched out some of its old moves for some new moves. I had then spotted this wire there in the distance. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that properly, but we tried to take it on as a team and we had lost, unfortunately. After that first Zen headbutt, there was no chance we stood. But I decided to switch over to Charmeleon. He got one shot. And then I switched back to Dachshund, and I decided it was best that I should run. Hey, sometimes you win some and sometimes you lose some, but you live to fight another day. So I had better plans to do, which was make some Premier Balls. These Premier Balls were just in case I need to capture another Pokemon on my team, but for now they would be keepsakes until then. We then fought two Pokemon, both Mastiffs. But this is when I had realized that Dashbun is actually immune to dragon moves. And to make things worse, fire moves actually improves its defense. And although I know we were losing and we were going to lose, with this newfound information, we were definitely coming straight back. And with that victory, I headed back to my home to get a well-deserved nap.
Over